what do you want to see now as you're going to get a large chunk, whether it's a half, 2.5 quarters, based on what film told you, what is it you want to see in terms of improvement against Washington?
There's a lot of things. For me, mechanically, I want my feet to get better. I thought I was a little, kind of unsettled in the pocket at times, caused a few balls to sail when we had a few guys open. Emmanuel got open a few times that, those balls I said I wanted back. And, looking back, my feet weren't, as good as they normally are in a pocket. So I think that's part of it, too, is getting some live reps with a real defensive line rushing and moving in the pocket, being able to stay on your feet and keep your eyes downfield and deliver good catchable balls. I think, that's going to be one of the things personally for me. But it's a game, it's coming in here and game planning and, studying opponent and coming out and getting carded reps at practice. I want to succeed. I want to go win the ball game.
Being unsettled, just nerves entering a game and you just need more time?
There's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of things that go into it, and that's it's $1 million question that you ask yourself, looking back at film, why did I do what I did? And, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but that's why you train so hard out here that when you're out there, you're not even thinking, you're just reacting and playing.
You throw with your feet then?
Quarterback starts with your feet. You wouldn't think it, but, that's the first thing I tell kids when I'm, offering advice to a young quarterback. You're a young quarterback out there, train your feet. Your feet, your eyes and your arm will follow. Cool. Oh.
Go ahead, John.
Been through the kind of the training camp work. What's your advice to a young player who may have his first taste of struggle?
I got a lot of advice because I've been through a lot of struggle, a lot of different things. Keep at it. It's not always perfect. You're not going to be perfect. It's being okay. With not being perfect, but really striving for excellence. And I think that's that's being okay with making mistakes because you know that you're getting better when you're making mistakes. I'm not. I don't want to make mistakes. I hate making mistakes, but I realize it's going to happen. I'm human. I'm not perfect, and I'm just one step closer to being a better player when I do make those mistakes. So, I think that's important advice for a young quarterback.
How much do you see this O-line grow together with communication since the start of camp?
They've grown tremendously, and they played extremely, extremely well the last couple of weeks. I take the sack that that I had was on me. I really do. I think I could have better feet in the pocket. I can slide and get off my first read and move on down the road and get the ball out of my hands. I think as a quarterback, I take a lot of sacks. I think sacks are on me, so I don't put that one on the O-line at all. They've done a great job. I had a lot of time to throw for a lot of different plays last week.
Have those kids, Sutton and Hamilton, I know it's early, but have they got to the point of earning your trust the way it looked like it's kind of playing out in the game? That you feel like you can trust them so far?
Yeah, no, they've earned a lot of trust, and I'm gonna trust them, to do their job and run their routes and know their assignments, and they've done a great job with that, and they're continuing to get better at that. I think there's more and more trust being built every day. I'm watching them right here catch hundreds of balls on the jugs after practice. That's it's awesome.
What has Chad shown you from a maturity standpoint since you got here?
Chad's done a great job of steadily improving. I think taking the offense and attacking each day, being great in the film room, taking lots of notes, and he's gotten a lot better, and it's showed. The work that he's put in, it's shown on the field, and I'm happy for him.
Have you given any advice to Paxton? You talk about the ups and downs in your careers, and you talk about how tough it was being bumped down to that third spot. So, any words of advice that you said to them to kind of help them through it?
Yeah, we talked, but you can ask him about that. That's playing quarterback's tough in this league, no matter what where you are in the depth chart. So, I don't want to speak for him in that.
This is a dress rehearsal game, as they call it. Do you feel like you're close, ready, just about ready, or do you feel like you got to cram a lot in to get better, to get ready for that Seattle game? I'm going to do the same thing I do every day. I'd say
if you want an answer, we're 2 weeks away from being ready to go for week 1. I'm sure there's always going to be stuff come up. I like where we're at. I really do as an offense. I think there's always stuff that we can do better, and we worked on a lot of that today. So I think we're getting better as an offense, and that's where I want to be. I want to be better every time we step on the field, and I think we've done that.
Was there a point in the offseason you knew you were going to kind of have a connection with Emmanuel? Because he had a lost season last year because of injury and whatever reason, but it's like there's a new life to him since you arrived. Did you sense that from maybe your relationship with him before the Houston thing, or the thought maybe, hey, we can get a good connection on here?
Yeah, it's kind of like the young guys. We talked about just the more time you spend out here and the more reps you get. It's just the more time you spend around. It's just like any relationship. You're just building a foundation. You're building trust, and then when pressure gets applied, when you really, really, really need somebody, man, you know who's going to be there for you. And so I feel that way about all those guys, man. That whole receiver crew is come out here fighting, trying to get better each day, and they're all hungry. They all want the ball, and I like receivers that want the ball, and I just need to give them a chance. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.